Welcome to Audit the Audit, where we sort out the who and what and the right and wrong of police interactions. This episode covers FBI investigations, officer authority, and public official corruption, and comes to us from the Tallahassee Democrat. Be sure to check out the description below and give them the credit they deserve. Before we dive into the interaction, I want to give a big thanks to Raycon for sponsoring this episode. I have been using the Raycon Everyday E25s for over a month now, and with 6 hours of playtime, seamless Bluetooth pairing, and booming bass, the Raycon listening experience is flawless. Raycon earbuds start at about half the price of any other premium wireless earbuds on the market, but sound just as amazing as other top audio brands. Raycons come in a variety of colors and fits, and the compact carrying case can charge earbuds 4 times on a single charge. Pick up a pair of the Raycon E25s for yourself using the link in my description and get 15% off your order today. Thanks again to Raycon for sponsoring this video. On December 3rd, 2019, real estate agent and prominent businesswoman Marilyn Bean was involved in a minor traffic accident in the small Gulf Coast town of Carabel, nestled along the Florida Panhandle. Mrs. Bean left the scene of the accident and was subsequently issued a citation by Deputy Rolf Gordon of the Franklin County Sheriff's Office. After the citation was sent to the courthouse, Mrs. Bean complained to the Sheriff's Office, who pulled the ticket for a review. The prosecution then dismissed the charge, and the ticket was never entered into the clerk of court's system. On December 20th, Deputy Gordon received a call to his personal cell phone from an individual who identified himself as an FBI agent and requested that the deputy come to a nearby parking lot for a meeting.
Okay, that's awesome.
Okay.
That'll work.
You run your body cam?
I am now, because I don't know how legit you are at the moment.
It's okay. Special Agent Hatton. The FBI.
Okay.
You got that on body cam?
I do, but I don't understand what the problem is with you meet me at the office.
I'll talk to the U.S. Attorney's Office about it. You can cut off the recording device now.
Okay. Well, I will when I leave the area, sir. Hey, TJ, this guy is telling me to turn my body camera off and telling me he's going to contact other people to get involved with this.
U.S. Attorney Office.
Let me get his tag number real quick. It's going to be LKST57. LKST57. 33 Franklin, 1065 Florida 28. No, he's telling me to turn my camera off. Lima, Kilo, Sierra, Tango 57. I got 703 out here with me. Alright, well he's leaving the area, but I guess, but it's a blue Ford Fusion, Ford Taurus. So he says he does not give out business cards. Yeah, I don't believe this. No. There's something fishy with this right here.
This is FBI Special Agent Alexis Hatton, who traveled from Panama City to investigate the citation that Deputy Gordon had issued. Agent Hatton is part of an FBI team that has been investigating a number of cases of public corruption in North Florida, which have led to numerous guilty pleas from government officials, including former Tallahassee City Commissioner Scott Maddox. Interestingly enough, Deputy Gordon later admits to the sheriff that it wasn't until Agent Hatton revealed to Deputy Gordon that he was the subject of a federal investigation that the deputy became suspicious.
But he told me I need to discuss some things with you about the Carabel area. Are you working over here today?
Franklin,
I said, yes, sir.
you did advise with Lawrence.
So he told me to meet him here. I came up. He said, do you mind me sitting in my car with me real quick? He showed me, he flipped open his
Just making
wallet
sure we have
and
it right
showed credentials. It didn't show he didn't show a badge, but showed FBI and his name. So I came in there and he goes, I need to discuss a ticket on a Marilyn Bean that you wrote, which is a ticket that I wrote, but I actually rescinded it. I said, okay. I said, do you mind if I go pull it up on my CAD so I can recall what's going on here, because I know you can't tell me about it and I want to get it right. So I went in there. At the same time I'm pulling up the report, I called TJ. I said, hey, is this... should I be getting interviewed on the side of the road, or should he be doing something else? And TJ says he needs to go through the front office and set up an interview time.
According to the deputy, Agent Hatton's FBI credentials were legitimate enough for Deputy Gordon to get into the vehicle with him and sit dangerously close in the passenger seat, but suddenly became suspicious when the agent revealed that he was conducting an investigation into the deputy.
He's got a radio and he's got credentials.
Franklin 30.
33, go ahead. Yeah, he told me to turn my body camera off because he didn't want that running. And so now he's still here. He's looking at me.
Franklin 33, that 428 Lincoln, Kilo, Sierra, Tango 57. She was played on 2015.
Absolutely
Ford,
not.
Four-door, still
Now he's
dark blue in color.
Now he's saying I'm trying to detain him.
Back to
I've never
Advanced
told you I was
Wiring
detaining you. That's on
Corporation
camera
out of
that you are staying here
Jacksonville.
willingly, sir.
630 F20, 54 and 29 on that vehicle.
Franklin, does that come back to any government agency? This is easy to come by.
It just advises Advanced Wiring Company.
Do you work for a
Doesn't
wiring
say
company?
anything further.
It's a covert vehicle, sir.
Okay.
I do feel like I'm being detained. Am I being detained?
Am I being detained? You're the one who called me here, sir. How did you get my phone number?
I can't give you that information.
Now he's saying he can't tell me how he got my information. Hey, you are detained at this time, sir. 33 Franklin. I got one Whiskey Mike detained at this time.
It is important to note that Agent Hatton may have had a legitimate reason for requesting such an informal meeting with Deputy Gordon. Later in the interaction, Agent Hatton insinuates that he may be involved in a grander investigation into the sheriff's office that extends beyond the deputy's citation while on the phone with his supervisor.
Well, you can't call anybody in the PD because the PD is just here backing this guy up. It's Franklin County that's holding him. So you have to call the sheriff to let him know that his deputies have him stopped here and are holding me. He's going to ask why. You're not going to be able to tell him.
The FBI is the primary federal agency responsible for investigating allegations regarding violations of federal civil rights statutes. These laws are designed to protect the civil rights of all persons, citizens and non-citizens alike, within U.S. territory. The FBI is also the lead federal agency for investigating color of law violations, which include acts carried out by government officials operating both within and beyond the limits of their lawful authority. Given that the FBI had been conducting numerous investigations into public officials in the North Florida area, it is very likely that Deputy Gordon is only a small piece of a much larger federal operation. Whether or not the deputies were within their authority to detain Agent Hatton is debatable, and it would make for an interesting case if it were challenged in court.
17's on the way. Hey, I don't think this guy's legit, man.
I need to take my weapon off, okay?
26 Franklin.
I'm not going to put you in cuffs.
Putting the narrative for this call. That
Where's it
subject
at?
he's got detained,
Okay.
I've got my
claiming
weapon
to be
on
a
my
federal
right.
agent.
You do got, is it on, do I have permission to take it off?
No, you
of
don't have permission
Okay,
to take it
just hang tight right here. I'm not cuffing you. I'm not cuffing you. But you're being very uncooperative with me. You asked me to come up here. You called my personal cell phone number. You can't tell me how you got it. Your vehicle's coming back to a wiring company, not the
It's
FBI.
a covert vehicle.
Okay. You
Would
get
you
mad.
like to see some registration?
You get mad at me because I turned my body camera on,
Would you like to see some
and
registration?
you know a lot of stuff about me.
Would you like to see the registration, sir?
I don't really want anything from you at this point. My supervisor's on the way.
Excellent.
Do you have identification?
I surely do. I showed it to him. Would you like to see it, sir?
You don't have to keep your hands up. I'm just trying to figure out what's going
I don't want to be shot
on.
out here.
I don't want to be shot either.
I'm going to call my office.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Jim. Jacksonville, this is Special Agent Haddon. On body cam.
Do you have a DL on that subject?
Do you have a
I'm not
driver's
gonna
license
show
on you,
my
sir?
driver's license. You don't need to
He's
know where I
refusing to
live.
give his 27 at this time, Franklin.
If he's not giving you his pay, you got detained, just go ahead and get it from him if he's got it on him.
So you're forcing me to give you my driver's license?
That's what my captain just asked me to get it from
All
you.
right, all
We
right.
need to find out who he is.
Yeah, there you go.
He could just be somebody
The body camera's
trained
still
at
running.
FBI.
Absolutely, yes, sir.
Something more to him.
Impersonating an officer in any capacity is a crime in most states, and there have been several documented cases of fake FBI agents attempting to infiltrate local police departments. Some of these cases involved highly elaborate schemes that lasted for long periods of time. For example, in 2008, an FBI agent arrived in the town of Gerald, Missouri with a gun, badge, patrol car, and a telephone number for the officers to call to verify his identity. The agent worked with local authorities for months before a local reporter uncovered several complaints about the agent's conduct and ultimately revealed that he was not an FBI agent. The man had taken his name and task force title from the Eddie Murphy film Beverly Hills Cop. But in the several months of working with the man, none of the officers made the correlation. So there is at least a degree of merit to Deputy Gordon's suspicions. Because the deputies have detained Agent Hatton for suspicion of impersonating an officer, they are within their authority to identify the agent so long as the original detention is ruled valid. If the detention is ruled invalid, then the officers may be entitled to qualified immunity because of the unusual nature of the encounter, but that would ultimately be for a court to decide. Eventually, multiple supervisory officers arrive on the scene, and the decision is made to handcuff Agent Hatton and place him in the back of a patrol car.
All right, just being detained. 33 Franklin, we've detained this Whiskey Mike and got him in cuffs in the back of the car now.
He's hollering. I can't see in there.
Yes, sir.
I need air, brother.
Okay.
Suffering in
All right, I'm turning it on right now.
Open the door. I can't breathe.
Sir, I can't open the door. You're being detained right now.
Do you have your body camera on still, brother?
Absolutely, it ain't going off.
Thank you, brother.
I had the defroster on.
No, you didn't. Brother, I need air. God almighty.
5 to 33.
I know you think this is funny, but it won't be funny after today.
33, go ahead. All right, sir.
Call 911. I need a medical attention right now. Unlock me. Call 911. Call 911.
We're releasing you right
no,
now,
call
sir.
911 now. Call 911. I need
33.
Franklin to 33, can you give me an exact address?
We're at the new substation for the sheriff's office, Franklin.
Jacksonville, I need 911. I've asked for help. I've been in the car. They've had me smoking in the back.
10-4, can you advise if it's next door to the new dollar store?
That's 10-4. Can you verify that my AC's on real quick, John?
It's on now.
It was on when. How could I not touch? How could I not touch it?
Yeah, it's on.
Yeah.
911. I asked for the sheriffs to call 911. They won't. Is it not going through the back seat?
Yeah. I would guess my window is open back there.
Yeah, but we need a location, sir.
Agent Hatton was taken to the hospital and was released the same day. Hours after Agent Hatton was released, FBI brass descended on Apalachicola, meeting with Deputy Gordon and the sheriff to find out what happened and why. After some talks, the sheriff's office and the FBI were able to put this incident behind them and determined that more training and agency transparency was needed on both sides. In a statement to the Tallahassee Democrat, Franklin County Sheriff A.J. Smith pointed to a silver lining of the encounter and said, quote, "We're going to try to use this to make both our agencies work together a lot better." Overall, Deputy Gordon and the Franklin County Sheriff's Office get a C-, because although their actions were debatably within their authority, the deputies chose to treat Agent Hatton as if he were impersonating an officer before verifying any information, and likely did so in retaliation to the federal investigation into their department that the agent was conducting. While it could be argued that Agent Hatton's demeanor was legitimately suspicious to Deputy Gordon, one question that the deputy never considered was, how did Agent Hatton know about a citation that the deputy had issued over 2 weeks prior if the ticket never reached the public domain at the clerk's office? Only an individual with access to state databases would have known about the citation. The deputies must have been convinced that Agent Hatton was a member of a highly organized crime syndicate, capable of accessing extremely restricted information, but who are particularly interested in minor traffic citations. As for Agent Hatton's claim that the deputies quote-unquote smoked him out in the back of the patrol car, it was 66 degrees on the day of this interaction, and most of the deputies are wearing jackets. However, studies have shown that even cars parked in shade on an average day can quickly and significantly increase a human's internal temperature. Whether or not the agent was in any real danger is unconfirmed, but he was able to make a full recovery. Special Agent Hatton gets a B-, because although he remained calm and relatively level-headed throughout the encounter, he also used questionable and unprofessional police tactics. It is difficult to speculate on the surveillance tactics of the FBI, but you would think that a well-trained agent would handle a botched rendezvous with a little more patience and professionalism. Instead of trying to defuse the situation, Agent Hatton chose to order Deputy Gordon to turn off his body cam and threaten to call the U.S. Attorney's Office, effectively severing any leads into his investigation that he may have had from the sheriff's office. It is unclear whether any of the deputies or Agent Hatton were reprimanded as a result of this interaction, but it appears as though the departments were able to settle their differences and establish a more productive relationship moving forward. There were a few elements of this encounter that I was unable to cover in this video, and I highly suggest checking out the Tallahassee Democrats coverage of this story. You can find all the links in the description. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic you would like us to cover in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more police interaction content.